YouTube is a powerful tool just for easily communicating video information about whatever you're doing. It's extremely powerful for cloud screen. Now, I can't embed YouTube.com in a cloud screen, but the great thing is I can put YouTube playlists together and embed those all day long. In fact, in the training page, I've got a YouTube playlist of training videos, 1 to 17, and I'm going to show you how to, if you've got a playlist, and we'll go into how to create the playlist itself in another video, just to keep this as short as we can. Anyway, we'll assume that you know how to create a YouTube playlist, and this can be your videos or any public video on YouTube. Once you create the playlist and click on, like here's my account and here is this particular YouTube playlist. The URL, if you click on whatever playlist you're wanting, the URL always ends after the equal sign. What it pulls from the database always begins with capital PL for playlist. And this is the ID string for this particular playlist. So to put this into Cloud Screen, you copy that part of the URL, and I've got one already embedded in. I've got this list already embedded, and I've got this in the training manual so you can copy it down. There's a big long playlist that goes into the web page element that will make this display properly. Now, it will always go in, it goes in two places, and at the beginning of the URL it goes over playlist question mark list equals. What you do is put the cursor in there after you've pasted one of the last ones you did in there, and just hold the shift button and the right arrow and keep going over to the point that you get the last character before the autoplay and paste your playlist ID in there, boom, in this place. And then the next place that you're going to post it in, scroll on over and you will see the word playlist. In the first place that we put it was at the beginning. It had the word list equals, and our playlist ID went in after that. This next place, you scroll over and it will say playlist equals. And again, you go after the equal sign, hold the shift button and the right arrow, and you'll just highlight to the end of the existing playlist ID you have in there. Control V, Command V will paste the proper playlist ID in there, and you should see your playlist pop up and populate the website element. And the thing about it, and this was a day-long R&D project to figure it out, is this is kind of cool because I don't have to specify the dimensions of this playlist. I can resize it, and it's just like water. It kind of fills the whole thing. So I can fill it up. If it's a normal bunch of 16:9 videos, then it would be good to have the dimensions be something 16:9 shape, like 800 by 450. But the beauty of this is you can put videos together all day long to promote, to train, to do whatever you want to, and it's in there. I'm going to do that, and I had already overridden it, so I can access any of the videos in my list. So it's a great way to do training or product promotional kind of things for whatever you're doing. You could just start from the very first one, hit the play button and let it go, and it'll go from video to video. But the beauty of this is you can pick a particular one and you're off to the races. And going back to the editor, let's see. Oh, one thing that's crucial, you can Google YouTube playlist parameters, and you can get all kinds of things. There's a couple things to point out in here. I've got autoplay set to 0. That means you actually have to start it, so your videos won't just take off talking on the page and drive somebody nuts. This ampersand rel equals 0, set that to 0, and it won't show related content by other people's stuff on your playlist when it gets to the end. Ampersand loop equals 1 means it will get to the end and take right off and go again. So that is how you put a YouTube playlist in there, and between that, Facebook, and some of the other things you put together on the page, you should just be able to knock it out of the park for people.